Yes, everybody. Russ from the West Ham Network. It's finished. Leeds United 2, West Ham 1, and we are in serious trouble, my friends. Serious trouble. It's not looking good at all, is it? I mean, we spent that whole second half trying to, and then I don't know, mate. I don't know what's going on with this club at the moment. It was so frustrating. So frustrating. When you come out the gates, it's quite funny. I was at Rush Green watching the under-21s, and you had a situation where you had we watched the start of the game. It was like, fucking hell. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, indeed, my friends. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. What's gonna happen? I just don't get it, mate. Just that. God help us. This has got to convince you we're going down. Yeah, I mean, we're crap, innit? Absolute crap. Yep. So depressing. We are crap. Another weekend ruined. Prediction better than the 3-0 once. We actually had a striker up top. And you know what? As much as it looked like a horrible forced his hand a bit and made him actually try and to our strengths, really, weren't it? Really, in the second half. Oh, I don't know, mate.
Russ, are you trying to find Are you trying to find positives?
No.
I don't know. And I'm only joking. I know you're not. I'm just like, Nuno's lost me.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah. I mean, there was
because Russ, patience is already thin, right? So it's like each manager we get after Lopetegui, we said this all the time. We'll give him a chance. And then very quickly you realise we didn't have an identity. Then you went with Potter and you were like, please. And then it was like, sort my sound out. I don't know what the fuck I've done. Just quickly check this.
Just go out and come back in again, mate.
No, I'm in the wrong one. Hold on, I've got it now. Is this the one? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's better. Yeah.
Sorry, apologies. So I was saying there about Lopetegui, and when we had him, we were like, right, we'll give you the chance. Kept moving on through the season. We gave him a lot longer than what he absolutely deserved, right? We did. Then we get Potter, and then we're like just desperate for him to, I don't know what we're desperate for him to do. Maybe we were desperate for the positives that we ever thought we saw when he was at Brighton. It never ever came, and he had a lot longer than what he did. And to be honest with you, I think it was crap. We knew it was crap, but the rose-tinted glasses were on a little bit, because I was like, come on, we know there's a geezer in there that's going to somehow change it one day. But patience wore thin eventually, and it was like, oh my God, we need to just fucking deal with this. But with Nuno, to make the 2 team selections consecutively in a row that he has made has not done himself any favours, because I don't genuinely understand, Russ, where he thinks. No. Like, I don't even know how they can perform in the training and perform well, and then even if they've performed well in training, but put that team out still in the Premier League. I don't know any other team, Russ, in the Premier League that's putting out that kind of midfield. Slow, like defensive. And then the subs, I don't understand it. Like I had a little bit of faith in Nuno being able to call out bad fucking decisions on players. Call out bad decisions on your own fucking management. That's awful.
Do you know, it's quite funny, because obviously I was at Rush Green today, and it was Kenny and Anton and people like that. We sort of showed him the lineup, and they were like, he's done it again. They couldn't make sense of it, and it's like, at least us, from us as fans. But when the professional was like, he was like, is he playing with right? What's he doing with Ollie again? It's like. And as I said, and as I was saying, as horrible it is, and Simon's in the chat, and Simon messaged me, sent me a voice message, as horrible as it was in terms of looked like dislocated his shoulder in terms of Ollie. that forced his hand to at least put on fucking Callum Wilson.
But it's embarrassing, though. I know it forced his hand, but it's
took
embarrassing
that.
the fact it's forced his hand. That's what I mean. It's like,
Yeah.
it's team selection. And Russ, I mean, the two goals we gave away are just really quite embarrassing goals again.
Yeah.
We know about the set piece, but the first goal, like, you can build from the back. You know, people are going straight to Scarles. Let's look at 𝗪𝗓 and let's look at the lack of covering in the back line. When the ball's played out wide, the overlapping runs, every team every week are overlapping us left, right and centre, and we're not marking up. To give players the amount of time that Leeds had tonight and Brentford had the other night and every other team that we've had and we play, to give them that level of time on the ball where they can think about different scenarios. That's exactly how, like, that's the way I described that. Players had the ball against West Ham and went, right, they have the time to think like this, Russ. Right, if I ping the ball in that way, will it get to that player? No, but if I ping the ball in that way, will it get that way? Actually, I might play it back or I might play it that way. They've actually got the ability to think about 4 different things. Like, if you're a young player, and if I was the Leeds manager, I would probably put a couple of young players. I'd be like, there's a game for you to go and fucking learn your trade, because this is the game you're going to get time on the ball and you're going to have decisions to make. So straight away, bang, terrible decision. Secondly, the ball gets whipped in. We should have been closer to him and pulled that and stopped that ball getting whipped in, but we didn't. No one was anywhere near him. Scarles, unfortunately, don't know what the fuck he was doing, but he got nowhere near. I don't know who the player was that came in with a header. Should never have got there. But then Areola, you know, Areola palms the ball out, but Todibo, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you're so laid back in the worst fucking occasions, Russ. In the worst occasions. And I see someone put it there on Igor. Like, fucking get him on. Because I don't know what these guys are doing. Like, I don't know what the fuck. I would, honestly, right now, I'd rather fucking anyone. I would rather anyone than what that is. It's embarrassing, and that's just the fucking defence. Like, and Russ, we look scared. We look like we're fucking shot of confidence. Someone, you know, you're seeing all the shit in mainstream media, social media talks, but whatever fucking people are saying, like, what? I've never felt so disconnected from West Ham in my whole entire life, Russ, and I'm not even joking. I'm not even joking. Like, there's an element, look at our West Ham network chat. People can't be fucked. It's not just because we're losing. We just can't be fucked because of everything. Every fucking thing, Russ. Everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah. And again, you know, I just don't understand when you're chasing a game, you know, and Callum Marshall's on the bench. It makes no sense. You know, it's like, and I just think there is something, I don't know what it is. It's like the players, someone like, you know, I think 𝗪𝗓 was defensively naive all game again, you know, and he gets pushed off the ball so easily, and it's like we just seem to, and again, you know, I try and sort of think, why did he start with Irvin and Souček, and is it because we're sort of, is he assuming that the likes of Fernandes and Magassa and Potts are physically weak? But makes no fucking difference. I thought they came on and at least there was a bit of a buzz around the midfield. There was passing, you know, Potsy was hanging back, but Fernandes was passing and going. Obviously got the goal as well.
Well, I mean, Fernandes pops on the park and the energy lifts instantly. Like, I actually don't ever really understand the massive amount of criticism that I've seen some fans give him, because he's got fucking something. He's got energy. And, like, I don't know. I actually don't have a fucking clue, to be honest with you. You know, just all around, everything about West Ham, even our fucking football strips look shit. The shit looks shit.
It looks shit when you're all claret. It just looks crap.
It just looks shit, but it looks so fucking bland, man. And our strip defines West Ham. We're fucking bland on and off the park. Honestly, it's so frustrating. It's so frustrating because it's energy. It's Friday night. Shit goes on in life, and you know yourself. You know, shit, life's fucking so important, and it's just like utter fucking dross. Kerry, Happy Hammer, she's in the Happy Hammerette. She's fucking left the stadium 20 minutes early, and she's on the fucking stream. Like, fair play to you for, like, you've spent all that money, all that time, and you're like, honestly, our West Ham fans are amazing, and those owners do not fucking deserve us. Those players don't deserve us, and the manager doesn't deserve us, and I don't know how. And Russ, I'm petrified for this season because our squad is shit.
I'm petrified because, and I mean, you look at this weekend. Realistically, if Burnley beat Wolves, that gap is now massive between the chase, us and the chasing pack, or the pack we need to chase. And then we play a Newcastle side away at home next week. The only sort of saving grace is because it's the sitting, people won't leave at 80 minutes. They'll have to stay there because of the sitting. But I'm not looking forward to that game. Then we play a Burnley side who are going to be up.
Russ, there's nothing on paper that it gives me any fucking hope.
No.
There's nothing. Honestly, there isn't. There's not one team right now. Do you know who I want West Ham to play desperately? West Ham. That's who I want fucking West Ham to play. West Ham to play themselves. It's pure and utter dross. It's shit. It's like I have provided people with the shittest entertainment tonight. I have. And all I can do is apologise. It was shit. It was shit, Russ. I really was shit. Like, I was shit. It was shit. It's shit. People probably enjoy this content, so we're getting a chance to more fuel our anger. But, you know, I don't know, man. It's energy. It's been like this for a long time.
The under 21s won tonight. They won 1-0.
I know.
Great game. Good performance. Good to see Josh Ajala back. Daniel Cummings came on, which was good. And actually, we know that Daniel Cummings was one of the players who they were looking to, as part of his coming, so to speak, to West Ham, was his development into the pathway into the first team. And for me, there's 3 or 4 players in that setup now who could come and do a much better job than what we've got at the moment. Without a shadow of a doubt. Yeah.
Russ, Somerville comes off the park. He brings on fucking Magassa.
Yeah, but he did it last time when he brought on bloody Rodriguez. I don't know.
Gary, you're asking me this question. Gary, I have no fucking idea. I don't actually think there is a formation because I don't think we've actually got a good enough team. I genuinely believe it. I think the squad, I think there are individual players. I don't think I can deny that. I think you could probably pull in Magassa and put him in a club all over Europe and he'd do well. I think you pull Paquetá into another club and he'd do well. I think certain clubs, Somerville with specific clubs, he would do well. But it does feel rotten to the core. Russ, the Leeds fans had what a night out they had today.
Well, I'm not being funny. That's the first, we haven't lost at Ellen Road for 20 odd years, but we did tonight.
Oh, easily. The game was done in fucking 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever. It was done in fucking 5 minutes. It was done at the start. It was done before the game even started because the team news came in. And we're like, Nuno, what are you doing? Nuno Espirito Santo, what the fuck are you doing? Like, I don't understand it. I really don't. And I'm baffled every time I do this. And I'm not even lying when I say about the disconnection. Like, this is not overnight for me. It's been and it's not for you. It's not for anyone really watching. It's been a long time coming, and it's week in, week out. And even if West Ham scored that goal, and I was like, yay, wee, like oh my god, the passion to the core is fucking going.
It was like it was just that whole second half. It was just so it was. Until they brought on the likes of Fernandes and stuff, there was just nothing, no drive. It was like, we're whipping balls in, but it was just hitting the first man. And
I'm sorry on this comment. I'm not saying Somerville. I know he was shit. I'm not saying he was good. I'm just defining the point of if you've got an attacking player and you're chasing the game, you don't bring on fucking Magassa. You bring on Callum fucking Marshall.
Yeah.
You don't bring on Magassa. That's my point. I'm not, I'm not here for an argument. I'm just saying, like, you're chasing a game. Like, I don't understand it.
But he did it last week, didn't he? He brought on Rodriguez, so it was like, and you had Callum Wilson on the bench. I just don't. It was, you sort of you talk to people at the ground today, and you're talking about Wilson, and they can't understand it. And Kenny said, sometimes it's quite funny. It doesn't matter what sort of age group it is. Managers like certain players and don't like certain players, and for some reason he just doesn't like Wilson. Or I thought actually Wilson came on, and I thought he tried fucking hard. And it's quite funny how the turnaround of Callum Wilson, 6 months ago he was enemy number one.
Yeah,
and
but
now
the thing
we're
is,
all
and the thing is,
on
Russ,
pitch.
yeah, we do, but he's still not the fucking answer.
No, it's not the answer. But it looked when he was playing, at least there seemed to be something to work with, and he's not the answer. But the thing is, we can't get the answer. We haven't got the time. We can't buy the answer in. So he's got.
And I don't know, and it's and oh God, as wild as this sound, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. Does Nuno want chaos? I don't know. Like, it's only. I know it's a wild comment I'm making, but does he fucking want chaos? I don't know. I don't know what.
To be honest, I think for me, it looks like he wanted to do something which he wanted to try and mix it up a bit. He wanted to, whatever happened under Potter wasn't working. So it seemed like he wanted to change and give people the opportunities, give the likes of Andy. He must see something in training with Andy. He must do, because you don't put him in over a £40 million player in terms of Fernandes, what you paid him, and 20 million for Magassa, Freddie Potts. He must. And like, why on Monday he brings on Rodriguez, but today he brings on Freddie Potts?
I don't know.
That's what I don't get. I can't figure it out. I just and there's so many things like that I just can't figure out. And usually I try and look at sort of, okay, well, I can see that, and like his reliance of putting like Ollie on the right hand side. Is it because he wants inverted fullbacks? I don't know. But that's a type of question which someone needs to ask on a presser. So then we can at least.
Well, maybe they did, but they fucking edited half of it, didn't they?
Well,
I mean, I know, but just coincidentally, they fucking edited it.
The stream was. I mean, even the fucking stream doesn't work. Do you know what I mean? It's like, it's just like it needs the biggest hard factory reset in the world this side at the moment.
But Russ, I mean, I'm looking at like the set piece. Like, I don't know what the fuck we're doing as a club. Like, and did you see Calvert-Lewin, like, in the second half? He I think he must have tripped, but it looked like he was diving on the ground to try and head the ball into the back of the net. But anyway, the point I was trying to make is there's just an element of intent amongst the teams that come up against West Ham, and they're all hitting us at the jugular, and we're the easiest team to play. Like, you are Newcastle, and you are fucking delighted that you're playing West Ham. And do you know what else, Russ? You're delighted you're playing them at West Ham. You're fucking delighted because you're getting your big man up top who's 7 foot fucking 40 inches tall, and he's gonna have a fucking field day. And do you know what? Yeah. His old club's going to look up and go, I'm really sorry for those fucking comments, because in actual fact, you're a fucking legend because you've just scored 2 fucking hat-tricks against West Ham. Because, Russ, we have conceded 9 goals from corners this season. Triple the amount of any other team in the Premier League. Triple the fucking amount. It's awful. And how, that's the part that fucking freaks me out. We've got Todibo, who I used to have a lot of faith. Like, this is also where I'm at, right? We brought Todibo in. That's what, bringing him in is not where we fucked up. Not playing him when he was fit is where we fucked up.
He was never fit.
No, but I think there was times where he was, right?
No,
and bang, his career at West Ham's done, right? It's fucking done. There's no point in trying to think his career's done. Kelman, I can't think, hand on heart, what game he's ever really gone, he's fucking decent.
Nah.
Like, really fucking decent. Like, wait, there's £40 million defender. no, Wan-Bissaka, yeah, we can even say about Diouf. Yeah, Diouf's been weak the last 3 or 4 games, but he's getting caught out, and I think this is the problem, Russ. They're realising where all of our shit is, and they're catching us over the flanks. They're catching us over the top of the flanks. Like, they're going over the top of Diouf, and he's struggling with that. Wan-Bissaka's just back in the team, and he's in and out of the team, and we're getting lack of inconsistency again. Russ, I dread to think if fucking Emerson was in goal. I dread to think. Like, I don't actually fucking know what would go on.
It's almost like people have scouted us. Exactly. And people have watched us and gone, this is shit. This is how we do it. And we are so predictable to play against. It's so predictable. You know, you look, as you said, you know, last year we weren't necessarily shit at corners. I don't know why we're shit at corners now. There's not been any. It's not like we.
Do you know why? Because we're shit.
Yeah, but we weren't shit. Yeah, but last year we didn't concede on corners as bad as we did this.
I think it's because, Russ, I think it's because we don't prepare for the future. We just prepare for the now. We don't prepare in advance. We don't prepare ahead. Like, I genuinely think West Ham is just the here and the now, and I think that many other teams look at the future, look at integration, just look at fucking everything. Like, even when you think about our what do you call it, transfer window, like the whole Fernandez saga, like they end up paying the money. Just fucking bring him in early. He would have done the world of good to get to know, like, to allow us to get to the season and only have Wilson and Füllkrug. Like, it's
what we said.
It's awful though. It's awful.
Yeah.
And to get to the season and then sell a Gerd and not have a backup option. And now look what happens. Mavropanos is injured and we're not playing Igor and we've got 2 centre halves.
It's just, that's what we said. When we spent 15 million on Hermanson, and there was like, they wanted 30, but we got 15. And we basically said, look, we said this you and me said it on a live stream. Yes, we may have saved 15 million quid, but that's only going to be 4 or 5 spots in the Premier League. And if we went down, we're going to, okay, mate, if we're going to go down, that's going to cost a lot more than 15 million quid. Let's go for a few more comments, shall we? Let's have a look, see what's going on. Paqueta was offside, was harsh. Splitting hairs, aren't we, really now? Whole defense is a joke, and the whole invert. I don't understand it. I'm a true believer, particularly in the situation we are in now, of playing players in the position that they are used to playing. Because then that's the last thing they've got to fucking think about is oh shit, I'm playing right, I'm a left back, but I'm playing right back. Naturally your whole body, for Ollie, his whole body position is different from a left back to a right back when you're jockeying down the line. And
listen, Russ, I love Bowen to bits. I actually can't be fucking arsed listening, to be honest with you. I had a good point I was going to make to you there. Don't know. It's just. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I think my point is on Bowen. Actually, like, no one can blame him for leaving. Like, I honestly, there's not a single ounce in his body that's thinking I want to be at this club, and I do not fucking blame him. I don't fucking blame him, Russ. I don't, and no one would blame him. Danny Dyer wouldn't fucking blame him. You can't. I'm at the stage. Honestly, I'm not even joking when I say this. I'm actually at the stage where I feel sorry for Bowen. Because if Bowen feels like he's fucking tied to this club because of his marital status, which I'm not saying he will, right? I'm not saying it, but I'm just saying it. I'm saying it for jesting reasons. Like, why is it, even if we stay up this year, he's gone in the summer. Why would he stay? The only way he stays is if the board goes and we get a fucking massive buyout and bang, we go for a big movement. That's the only way. I can't see why he would even stay now. Like, why would he stay? Look, he's in and out of the England squad from playing from a really shitty West Ham side.
Right.
I just don't understand why now he would stay. Like, I always felt like you got to give. He can't hold his career. But maybe, do you know what? If he does, he's going to be a very unique. Do you know what? If Bowen ends up staying, he's extremely unique in the modern game. Extremely unique. Very rare in the modern game that you get that.
Well, I think if he does, I agree, and I think if he does stay, it is, you know, again, it's like it's all about aspirations, isn't it? And what he wants to do. I mean, the fact is he's 28 now, 28,
Yeah.
I think. So literally, he has only got one more move, I would say, top flight move if he wants to go in the next year, 18 months, because then he's 30. No one's going to buy a 30-year-old when you can buy a youngster. So, you know, I think if he doesn't go in the summer, I think it's probably he's a lifer then, to be perfectly honest. 29 December. Thank you, Trini.
But I mean, you know, even coming away from like, and I'm not saying you're saying this, but anyone who's listening, that it's not the sentiment anymore. It's like, unless there's progression, why the fuck? Like, we are going backwards quite dramatically and at a heavy speed. Our trajectory is the complete and fucking awful trajectory. Like, it's awful, and I don't understand it. And you're seeing elements of frustration from Bowen when we played Wolves earlier in the season, and you know, even like Paquetá. The thing about Paquetá is we know he'll be gone, but he looks devastated because he didn't want it to finish like this. That's the thing you can see. I'm just seeing him now, like, but I don't know. Like, I'm lost for words. I don't know how West Ham. I can't believe it's got this bad.
Yeah, it's yeah.
I do believe it's got this bad. I just didn't think it would come. I think I expected it, but I just didn't. I don't know, Russ. Russ, I'm going to leave. I think I'm going to have to leave because I think I could possibly cry. I'm not joking. I'm livid. I'm livid, but I'm like, I don't want to be livid, and I'm just like, fuck off. Like, fuck off. Like, it's shit. It's just shit.
Yeah.
And it's like shit. Like, we are the laughing stock. We are the fucking laughing stock. I am bumping into people who support teams who get relegated all the fucking time. Like, hey, look at you, you fucking nugget. And I'm like, I know, because we're shit. And I'm now just turning around to people and going, yeah, we're shit. I used to go say, well, I think we'll turn it around, or blah, blah, blah. We are shit. We're rotten to the core. I don't know how we turn it around. I've never been so negative, Russ, and I'm sorry for being this so fucking negative. Where's the half glass full West Ham fans? How could you even be a half glass full West Ham fan? I'm not saying you are. I'm just saying, how can anyone be?
Nah.
And it's fucking shit. So I'm going to let you go because I can't handle it.
Okay, goodbye.
Sorry.
Tom. Goodbye,
Bye.
caller.
Love you. Bye.
Goodbye. Love you. There we go. No, I totally agree with your sentiment, to be honest. I think that for me there seems I genuinely think there are some wrong uns in that squad. And you know, as we said, we've got some people here. It says Stefan said I get the impression from Bowen's interview the team don't care enough. I don't think it's as fact as they don't care. I think there's certain players who don't care in that side. And I think it has a lot of parallels, I think, to the season. I think it was Moyes' last season when they brought in Nobes to become director of football. And we just don't seem to have a backbone. We don't seem to have anyone who cares. And it worries me. It really does worry me in terms of West Ham, in terms of the trajectory. If there is a trajectory, which I don't think there is, that was done. That was dire. Absolute Danny Dyer that was today. Allowing, well, I think that first half was absolutely shocking. And it goes alongside last week as well. You know, on Monday was shocking as well. And so we've had two absolutely awful games in a week when you had the opportunity to actually do something in the second game to rectify what you did in the first game. But no, you sort of went back to, you know, again, you stuck with Irvin and Souček in the midfield. And it's like, I just don't get it. Someone put in the chat, you know, start the side which finished the game today, and I totally agree. You know, maybe the exception of Aaron for KWP, but yeah, 56 old and lost as what an inverted fullback, mate. Honestly, I don't get it. You know, we have it. The game has inverted wingers. Why are we having inverted fullbacks? It doesn't make no sense. It's going to take a miracle to save our club. Breaks my heart to see us in this state. Particularly, I mean, yeah, you said. I mean, Anton said it. You know, next week we got Newcastle with 𝗪𝗚𝗦𝗧. Isn't Wisser back soon as well? They're going to have an absolute field day against us. Absolute field day. Take away all that. Can you do? Is he captain material? I ask, is he ignoring all the shit? Do we have any leaders on the pitch? He has all the passion and love that the team to lift and fight for the club. I think out of everyone we got there, I think he probably is the only. He's got the. You got to think him. Like I'd always say Freddie Potts, but he's only young. I think there's. I don't think there's enough leaders in that side. I don't. And to be honest, do you know what? The only one who I could see, really fucked off and really pissed off and was trying was fucking Callum Wilson. Because he came on at a point to prove and he put himself about a bit. He's not the quickest now. We know it. He's older. But at least he had a fucking go. If the players on the pitch aren't good enough, okay, but it's the effort. And there were some players there who didn't put the effort in. There's some players who tried and it didn't. But it just seemed like nothing was clicking. And the whole of this beginning of this stop-start season, all these 9 games, I don't think, maybe with the exception maybe of half an hour here, 20 minutes there, we just don't seem to be clicking. And I can't for the love of me look a way out of it, in all honesty. We go down 90% of the squad are gone. Totally agree. We do not have the players who put a relegation fight. I wouldn't put Antonio in that personally, but Bowen and 𝗪𝗘𝗘𝗗𝗗𝗏, yeah, I agree. Fuming ain't the word. Our club is dead. I would play with the youngsters and pay for the badge, not the money. The problem at the club stems from trotters, independent traders who own the club. Until they're gone, nothing will change. Well, at the end of the day, that is one issue for sure. But the other issue is what we've got on the pitch now. We've got international players on the pitch. We have got professional players on the pitch with hundreds and hundreds of games. And it just isn't working. It just isn't working. And I just don't get it. I do not understand what is happening on the pitch. Because regardless of what's happening, you still got a Brazilian, Brazilian number 8, you've still got England right wing, you've still got, this player, but it just, and someone made an interesting point. Yeah, I don't think it's the case. Obviously, famously, when JWP was sent packing to Nottingham Forest, a lot of senior players at West Ham turned on Lopetegui. And obviously, Nuno's come in and done the same thing. But is that it? The players down in tools? I just don't. I'm lost of words, to be perfectly honest. Why does Wilson, the man who used to be concentrated, seem like Jacqueline? That's my exact point. Wilson was someone he was like public enemy number 1. He's the only fucking he seems to be giving a shit. He's the only one who wants to fight for the ball, it seems. And that for me is what a professional football player needs to be doing. They, number 1, they want to win. He wants to win because he gets more fucking money. But surely the other players do as well. We're a deck of cards that's just fallen down. You're right, Russ. I reckon he'll start against unless Nuno plays him in goal. What I'm more concerned about what Rob Green. Yeah, well, if you look at his Instagram, it's called Rob Green's Little Finger. I miss Poe 4 hours. You're right. Somewhat, at least give his heart. Antonio's without a club. Yeah, and again, you're right, Lawrence. And I think Helen made the point in one of our videos. You've got a situation where there's a guy there who we need a forward. The easiest thing in the world would be to offer him a short-term deal. He's not going anywhere else, is he? He's still been. He's been using our gym for the last. Well, he's not now, but he has been using our gym. Brentford aren't going to buy him. Why? I'm not saying why. I don't know. I just don't know. Don't know, Russ. We don't have a team, plain and simple. Being a leader is bloody hard, mate. And to be honest, I think we'll be a better free. I agree, Gary. Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's not calling out Bowen at all, but for me, but I don't really know who would take over. You know, you say it's too much responsibility for Bowen. For me, I'd give it to someone like a Freddie Potts, but just because of his West Hamness. But he's too young. He's not getting the side. Would you give it to Kilman? No. Would you give it to Ariola? No. Would you give it to Todibo? No. Would you give it to Souček? Would you give it to Andy Irving? No. Who else would take the captaincy? I can't see anyone else who's like, yes, you're a captain. For me, Bowen's probably the only option. Jaden Bate, but he would never be treated like this. Could still have we checked? He's actually a professional football player. Special edition manager, set of 3. Nuno, 1 to collect the. Yep, you're normally optimistic, but seeing this makes me worried. Well, I think it is. It does worry me, mate. The stats don't lie. We're in a situation where we're almost rock bottom of the league. We've conceded more goals than anyone else in the league, on average of 2 a game. We've conceded 9, and I just can't see the fight in the team. Just can't see it. Now, I may well sleep on it and then wake up optimistic Russ again, but I just don't. Genuinely, we've had 2 games against people in our relegation battle, and to be honest, both games we've been outplayed by them. Brentford could have been 6. To be honest, Leeds could have been 4 easily today. They had a shot in the first half which went over the bar a little bit. Calvert-Lewin skied one as well. It's just not good. Antonio Wilson, nothing to lose. Fuck it, innit? Just repeating the same mistakes. Well, that's the thing. Is like for me, someone made a point. But what's Igor done? Because I think if Mavropanos hadn't picked up the injury, then Todibo wouldn't play today. But I don't get the Irving Souček thing. I just don't get it. Starting out striker, I can understand that if you were playing around, playing a different way. But you've got someone of Callum Wilson's pedigree, and he still has a pedigree. I know he's 103, but he's still got. I think he's got more fight in him than most of that team tonight, and that says something. Isn't a great player, but he should never be treated like that. Could still do a job. So heartbreaking to not so long ago in Europe. Why not Potts? Is older than Rice. Yeah, fair play. Yeah, Nuno's working as a secret agent for Spurs. You keep saying that some players aren't interested. Name those players. Well, I think for me, Todibo didn't look interested. I don't think. I think Diaflut's complacent. I think Wan-Bissaka didn't have his best game. Paqueta dips in and out of the game. I think the fact is when you saw the likes of Fernandes and Potts come on and instantly make a difference, it shows you that the previous midfield was not very good. It would be just like Souček getting to play. No, I totally agree, Gary. But the thing is, we cannot get anyone until January. And by then, we could be gone. We could be down by January. And so we need something. We need an alternative. If I look into the under-21s, in all brutally honesty, I think there's some good players there, but I don't think they're ready yet. I don't think they're ready. And I think throwing them in could fuck them up even longer. We may need them in the Championship next year. So the likes of Ezra Reyes, the likes of 𝗟𝗘𝗘𝗗𝗗𝗏, the likes of Adiele, the likes of Ajala, Josh Landers, Daniel Cummings, Preston Fearon, Mo Kante. For me, they're not ready to step up. And I think we're in a situation now where throwing them in at the deep end, I don't think it's going to benefit us. Have a lovely weekend, you too. Then we'll wake up from that dream and realise the reality. The best squad we could have put out still has 2 awful. Yep. Love to see Dawson back in 4 hours. We need players like that. Going down will mean we get a fresh team. We'll come to forefront. Indeed, would you bring Fabs back in? I don't think Areola was even. I don't mind. He wasn't great, but I don't necessarily think that he would be someone who, he's 39. Unless you're going to play him up front, we're going down like a Titanic. Get Marshall in, but you have to play. That's what I mean. For me, Marshall doesn't fit as a lone striker. So you put him in, he'll get eaten alive by the centre halves. You almost, if you're playing Marshall, you almost have to play him as a false 9. And then just pinging balls over the top. That's when he's best at. That's when all those best at. Bowen and Somerville, the whole setup. I think Slaven Bilic with a few West Ham could get us same bounce Forest have got. Forest only play one game, at the moment. But look, I don't think Slav's the answer. As much as I love Slav, I don't think he was the answer. Like it or not, I think you're stuck. We're stuck with Nuno for the time being. And I just pray that we actually play players in their natural position. It don't seem hard. Football can be a very easy game. Just play. Don't try and be clever. I don't get this trying to do something different. If you play 4 at the back, if you played, I appreciate Todibo will probably be there, but if you played Diouf, say Kilman, say Igor, fuck it, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Magassa and Fernandez maybe, and then a front 3, and you Somerville, Paqueta, Bowen, Wilson up top. Just fucking do that. Just do that. It ain't hard. We spent 25 on Mads, then callback. We are amazing. Well, we spent about 15. It was a bit actually on Mads, and we could have spent 30, but we spent 15. And do you think we miss Antonio? Well, I mean, Antonio wasn't in the side for most of last season. I think we miss Antonio from 3 years ago. And it's ironic when you've got someone, one of the guys he was looking to bring in was, what's his face? Adama Traore, who's basically a younger version of Antonio. We've got Antonio, potentially, but to be honest, Antonio wasn't that great last year. They should ask Harry to take management. Oh God, Fernandez is a great player. Don't like him taking corners. Well, again, it's like the trouble is, without someone like a JWP, the corners have got to be taken by other people, and we're in a right mess at the moment, mate. We are in a right mess at the moment, and I just look at Nick's thumbnail. He said it was. What was he said? He said it was self-sabotage, and yeah, I think I agree with him for that one. To be honest, I don't understand the reasoning why we did what we did, and I'd love that to be asked. I hope the press are asking questions. Yeah, I'd hope so. Knight will off to pick more holes in the drywall than try to sleep scrapper. It's not the manager, it's the club at Kiel that wanted boys out, and I wasn't a fan, but no decent manager will come in with these. But then the trouble is, Lawrence, it's we've got to look at what's happening on the pitch now. We have to. Yes, the whole protest and the boycott, that is another chapter to this all, but we've got to sort this out on the pitch now because we are in dire straits. Deflecting, I was happy with him coming in. I think he's out of ideas. I'm sorry if he's blind or just stupid stuff. Yeah, I don't get it, mate. Don't understand it. And that's why I'd like them to ask, and Simon put in the thing, I'd like them to ask these questions in the press conferences. And then at least we can understand his thought process. Because at the moment, I don't know what his thought process are. I don't know why he does this, why he does that. And I would like some explanation. Just so then so it doesn't look like he's just throwing enough. Actually, I'm just looking at Gonzo. He's put one of on his title, "Tinkering to Relegation." It does seem like that. It really does seem like that. Kilman and never play again, but that ain't going to happen because we haven't got any centre halves. Keeper wasn't the problem tonight. 𝗪𝗚𝗦𝗧, absolute crap, need to be dropped. But then who comes in? That's the trouble. You know, you could drop one of them, but you can't drop both of them because we've only got 3 centre halves. People say put Souček in there. No, you'd like fuck he's going to do that. Not at all. You know. So you know, I'm surprised at how shit Igor must be if he's not starting. We miss Antonio and others for that dressing room spirit. Right, must go. Try and chill. Indeed, look like he's realising the shit show is coming to. He can't go up with that line. He's dire. But the trouble is now. The thing is that today was the perfect opportunity to start our season properly. It really was, and because of strange team selections, and they are strange. We're in a really shit position, expecting to make an honest statement, but like waiting for. But they all do, Neil. You know, in some respects, I understand. I do like the way Nuno is honest, but he's only honest if you ask him the right questions. You know, looking back at his time at Wolves, particularly Forest, he took in a very leaky defence and turned them round eventually. But I don't think we've got the time. I just don't think we've got the time anymore. I think you know, and at the moment he's pushing Ange to that record, isn't he? I mean, Ange did 39 games, 39 days. Who knows? Who knows what will happen at West Ham? But anyway, they were creating chances instead of clearing them. They are the most dangerous players in our box. Yes, they do in terms of centre halves. Anyway, guys, look, don't go if you want to go and see a team that's won. Go and watch the under-21s. Go and watch under-21s on YouTube. They won 1-0 against Aston Villa. A couple of wins they've had this week. They won at Sutton United on penalties, and go and watch them. Go and watch him. I'll do a little. I've done a little match review of that game, and yeah. Anyway, do what Lawrence is. Take it easy. Go and have a kip. Go and have a beer. Enjoy your weekend. It's only football. It's only football. It's only West Ham. It's only football. Don't forget to like, comment, share, all that good stuff. If you're watching it on catch up, don't forget to hype it. Yeah, but it ain't gonna happen though, Stephen, is it? Let's be honest, it's not. But yeah, I'd love them to put another 3 or 4 of those players in the first team as well. But it ain't gonna happen. Ain't gonna happen. I'd love them to put bloody 𝗪𝗚𝗚𝗚𝗚𝗚𝗚𝗚𝗚𝗚𝗚𝗚 into that side straight away, and his pace is fucking electric. Watch the goal we scored and the run that he made, and he beat 2 men. Fucking amazing. Got a good crossing, and yeah, Gabriel Kalista, good goal. Anyway, it is. I know it's life, Lawrence, but there's a lot more shit going on in the world, isn't it? It's only football, isn't it? It's less. It's not life and death. It's more than that. But anyway, take care, everyone. Stay safe, stay warm, stay humble, keep the faith, and I'll see you soon. Happy Friday. Bye-bye.